we just kind of show our employees how to help the customer, but we don't really take enough time to train them properly, making them realize that the customer is our first priority, how to better the customer's experience. We just kind of show them how to run the store, not really customer service. We just kind of tell them, okay, if a customer needs help them, that's about it. We don't really focus on it.
Well, so far we've noticed not that good of a progress. It's actually poor, to be honest. When people usually walk in the stores, not many of the employees will be there to help them. They'll mostly be doing stuff in the bag, and even if they need their attention, they won't really notice. But what mostly happens nowadays is customers will come in to looking for a small mechanical part they need from the store, won't be able to find something they need, have a question, nobody's there to help, and then they end up leaving and probably going to a different store.
We try to help them, and we might ask them if they would like to exchange something, or if they would like to find better ways of getting another product, or just trying to help them by getting store credit.
Well, first of all, if people come to see the customer service is actually beneficial and pushing to see what they need and help, they might come back for more questions, might tell a friend that they found what they needed and it was really helpful and nice. And rather than other stores like the competitors, could be like bigger corporations like Best Buy that has more sales and better customer service. They're known for their customer service, and we're kind of hitting in that spot. So it's going to help on the phone, we can help online searchers or anything like that. Yeah, it's just going to get us more sales.
I think the customer service is greatly affected by sales. If you're training somebody and they don't really understand how to sell the product to the customer, that's really going to affect sales. How are you expecting for a customer to buy products when they don't even know how to use it? And that looks bad on our part when our employees don't even know how to use our own products or don't really know much of it. I would say that the best thing to do for it is having our employees be very, very relaxed. I've noticed that our employees are very pushy, and that just makes the customer not want to buy anything at all. So if we were to be more relaxed and not have that much pressure of selling, then it would definitely make the customer feel more comfortable being in our store, not feeling pressured to buy anything.
Well, first of all, if people come to see the customer service is actually beneficial and pushing to see what they need and help, they might come back for more questions, might tell a friend that they found what they needed and it was really helpful and nice. And rather than other stores like the competitors, could be like bigger corporations like Best Buy that has more sales and better customer service. They're known for their customer service, and we're kind of hitting in that spot. So it's going to help on the phone, we can help online searchers or anything like that. Yeah, it's just going to get us more sales.
Always remind your employees that the customers are number one priority. Doesn't matter how terrible of a customer they are, doesn't matter how mean they are our number one priority. They are the most important part of our corporation, so it's very important to remind your employees. And that's what the customer wants, because if the customer knows how to use the product and sees that we're comfortable and know this product, they'll most likely will be willing to buy than us not knowing.
In this past year, RadioShack has a gross margin decrease of 13.8% and a gross loss of $139.4 million. That's almost 3 times as much as the year before. And stores open for about a year, their sales fall 4.2% annually. And they just keep losing business to things such as Amazon, who can offer the same items but for cheaper prices. I just feel like RadioShack isn't the first thing people think of when they want to go to get their electronics. It's probably one of the last places, and we really need to change that. I think RadioShack has a lot of items that people don't really necessarily need for everyday use, like weather scanners, stuff like that. It's not necessarily of utmost importance.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they were like interested in too much on just the mobile phones now. But I think we should more like branch out on our products. It's definitely not. We need to branch out on that and really throw ourselves out there. I don't know if you've recently seen that new Kmart commercial. Very bold, the ship your pants thing. That's ridiculous. But I think we really need to do something that will like catch people's attention and really bring them in. So if we could do something similar to that, something really like crazy and out there, but when people think of electronics, then they'll think, oh, RadioShack had that commercial, we should try there. You think, oh, I need a cell phone, I need a radio scanner or weather scanner. RadioShack has that.
Mm.
So they think of the most random thing that they need. RadioShack has that. RadioShack has that. No, they shouldn't take them out. They should still offer them, but I don't think they need to have them all in the stores.
Okay.
So I'm the franchise operations manager. Basically, overall view is I'm the link between corporate and each individual franchise. I want to make sure that we're all working on the same page. You know, I want to make sure that everybody really knows what they're doing. So franchises need corporate help to make sure that they're up to our, up to snuff, up to our par. And then the corporate really needs to know about each individual franchise. You really get in touch, so then they don't, fall out or feel like they're not wanted. Worldwide, as a speculative, we have about 24,000 and growing. Well, affecting first off, we'll just need a lot more customer training. So we'll have to put time and energy, money into buying books, sitting people down, taking meetings, really making sure our employees know what they're talking about. Because that's what every company needs. If you don't know what you're talking about and you're trying to sell it, how are customers supposed to feel secure about what they're buying? So, but then with this added training, the money put in will definitely, we'll see it coming back out with just overall sales.
With the course of customer services we have right now, it might be helpful if we just get people with specialties in specific areas and open RadioShack computers and have just computer, just people that specialize in computer building. It's going to help people who wants to have computer parts, hard drive, or anything that's to do. And then we can have next door, we can have a different kind of RadioShack for whether what we carry or anything. So we can have a specific phone store for RadioShack down the block, just expand our areas. It might come down in our cost to buy all the different stores, but it's going to be worth it because we're going to get different incomes. And we're going to see what works and what doesn't really work when it comes to RadioShack stores. Then we can limit what we buy.
I think it would benefit. People wouldn't have to like shop around. They could go, oh, RadioShack computers, I need stuff for my computer, I need a new computer. We can just go there, get it all out of the way. We don't have to go store to store to find certain items.
I want to say at one level it'll hurt because you'll have to, each individual franchise will have to reacquaint themselves with a whole lot of new inventory to some degree because they'll have some of what we're already selling there. But to redo every store, that definitely costs quite a bit of money. New signs, new inventory, new training. But then again, I want to say that it'll help for sure because then the people going to that store know exactly what they're going there for. They're going to show up at RadioShack computers and say, hey, I need some hardware, I need some software, this is what I need. Also, as another benefit would be, people can go online and find exactly what they need before they even go to the store. So they can say, all right, as I said before, the computers, they can find the location first instead of driving around to multiple RadioShacks, having to order it. It's just a pain. You want to go, get what you need, and go home.
We want return sales. We want for people to go out and tell, hey, you know, RadioShack helped me very much, so you should go and get help there if you need help with any electronics.
At least 20% increase in sales.
I would say on the low end, just to be safe, 5 to 10%. But that number can always increase, and we can get sales all the way up to 15, 20%.
I definitely think the stores idea would help out a lot, you know, because we have noticed that some stuff in our stores don't sell as much, like the weather equipment I talked about. But yet again, if we can add something to it, like a catch that can help and benefit people, it's going to come a little bit out of our pocket, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. We're going to make some.